Well, hello there, fabulous people. It is winter time, so let me show you how I make my natural home remedy, which is sure to keep the doctor away. This natural remedy is perfect for all kinds of colds and flu and will serve you throughout the winter months. So, if you're ready, let's get started. For this, I'm using 3 simple ingredients. The first ingredient is fresh turmeric. I'm also going to be using fresh ginger. Simply cut it and set this aside for now. I'm also going to be using 3 whole lemons. Now for the ginger and turmeric, please make sure that you wash it thoroughly if you're blending it with the skin. Now once everything is nicely chopped into smaller pieces, I'm going to simply throw this into my blender. Then I'm going to add about 2 cups of water. Then I'm going to simply blend this to a very smooth consistency. Now have a look at this. It's nice, slightly coarse, but perfectly blended. That's exactly what you need. Once that's ready, I'm going to simply place them all into my ice cube tray. I try to use a silicone ice cube tray because it's very easy to pop them out when you're ready to use them. So make sure you share everything evenly. Put this in your ice cube tray. And one last ingredient I'm going to need is black pepper. Black pepper helps to activate the turmeric and ginger. Simply grind in as little or as much as you want. Once it's ready, cover the lid, and we're going to freeze this for at least 24 hours or until whenever you're ready to drink it. So I'm going to place this in my freezer for at least 24 hours. So it's the next day and our winter home remedy is ready. It's perfectly frozen and very easily pops out of the ice cube tray. So depending on the strength of the tea you want to make, you can use between 3 to 4 cubes to make your tea. Simply pop this out and put them in your teacup. Then add some hot boiled water. I'm also adding about half a teaspoon of honey. Feel free to use more if you prefer. Simply mix this nicely. Feel free to also strain this before drinking it if you prefer. This very simple drink will help fight against all the sniffle going around in the winter. It would help to strengthen your immune system and will certainly keep you away from the hospital. I hope you can try this out. Now, with all your remaining cubes in the tray, cover it again and pop them straight back into the freezer. Depending on how often you drink it, this should be able to last you throughout the winter months. So feel free to cover it and put it straight back into the freezer. Simply bring it out anytime you need and pop out a few cubes and drink it. This brings us to the end of immune booster number 1. Now moving on to number 2. This time I'm going to be making an immune boosting tea. This tea is perfect and we're going to use just 4 basic ingredients. The first one is turmeric, second we have lemon, then we have lemongrass and cloves. These are very, very great natural ingredients which are perfectly healthy for your gut health. So to begin, I'm going to simply cut the lemongrass into about 3 pieces. And then I like to break open the lemongrass to help release all the natural nutrients into the tea. I'll add this to my teapot. The second ingredient we're using is lemon. As you all know, lemon contains healthy amount of vitamin C, which is really helpful to your immune system. So I'm going to simply slice this and add it to my teapot as well. The next ingredient we have is the almighty turmeric. Turmeric is one of my absolute favorite ingredients to use, especially during the winter months. It really is helpful to all kinds of colds and flus, and it also helps you to lose weight. I'm also going to be adding about 6 bits of cloves, and then I'm going to add a whole jug of water until it fills up in my kettle. Once we're all done, we're going to simply close the lid to the kettle and put this on the stove. We're going to leave it on the stove to simmer very gently and allow it to come to a boil. What's going to happen is going to start to naturally release all the nutrients into the tea. So turmeric would naturally release its color, its natural color into the tea, which is just perfect. As you can see, the turmeric has very nicely and gently released all its natural colors into the tea. This is super perfect. Not only is this tea great for immune boosting and cold and flu, it also can help you with weight loss. So if you're trying to lose a bit of weight, perfect tea for you. Drink this once in the morning and a little bit in the night just before bedtime as well. It's absolutely perfect. I also like to add about a teaspoon of honey to my tea because honey is very soothing and perfect for sore throats as well. Now, this cup of tea will keep the doctor away. It will keep you healthy throughout the winter months and beyond. Moving on to number 3. Let me show you how I make this very simple juice drink that keeps my immune system so healthy throughout the winter months. It's a combination of these 3 simple ingredients, so let me show you how. First of all, I'm going to use a handful of ginger. You can use as much or as little as you want. Simply scrape off the skin. Now I'm using a teaspoon to scrape off the ginger just so we don't have a lot of waste. Once we're finished peeling the ginger, we're just going to simply chop them into little medium sizes. Now that's ready, and I'm going to throw it straight into my blender and I'll set it aside for now. The second ingredient we're using is 3 lemons. I'm going to simply slice off the lemon peels just so we can get rid of the bitterness. Now this recipe is enough to make about 500 milliliters of my healthy juice drink. So remember, you can always add a bit more or a bit less, depending on the quantity of juice you would like to get. Now once the lemon is peeled, I'm going to cut them into smaller sizes, just so it makes it a bit easier to blend. And also, do not forget to remove the seeds from the lemon. It can give it a very bitter taste, so remember to remove all the seeds. And throw this straight into your blender. I'm going to also add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, which is a very important ingredient. I'm adding 1 jug of water. And I'm going to simply bring this to a blend. I call this my natural winter immune booster. It is very simple and easy to make. So I'm going to simply strain it and just squeeze out all that healthy and lovely juice. If you have a juicer, all the better. Otherwise, just blend it and strain it. And there you have a very simple and healthy blend that keeps the doctor away. I'm going to simply bottle it. You can keep this in the fridge for up to 2 weeks or more. Now feel free to serve this as a hot tea or as a cold drink. whichever you prefer. Just add about 3 tablespoons of the juice and then top it up with water. Feel free to add some honey if you prefer it to taste a bit sweet. And there you have it. Now, as a hot drink, I'll put about 2 to 3 tablespoons as well, and then top it up with hot boiling water. Mix, add a bit of honey if you prefer a sweet taste, and there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something today, and I hope you can try out this recipe. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.